the background of this very case, because Ashok Kumar facing the ED heat, and once again we understand that the ED will be seeking his custody.
Well, in fact, this is the second big arrest that has taken place in the Anil Ambani case. In fact, he is the executive director of Reliance Anil Ambani group of companies. And this is linked to Reliance Power case. Importantly, Reliance Power case essentially figured in the fake bank guarantee case. And that is the reason why, remember, Ashok Kumar Pal was arrested this morning. And in fact, as we speak, he's being produced before the residence of a special judge, and his custody will be sought. Now, let me take you through the background of the case and the findings that the Enforcement Directorate has had so far. This is basically linked to a company called Biswal Trade Link Private Limited, directors and associates who have been found engaged in issuance of fake bank guarantees against a commission of about 8%. In fact, a preliminary investigation has already indicated that the group had basically facilitated the fake bills. Now, these fake bills were basically given for a commission. And that is where Reliance Power basically comes into the picture. Multiple undisclosed bank accounts were basically detected, and in which the ED maintains that suspicious transactions of crores of rupees have been found in these very bank accounts. And the company, they maintain that it's a mere paper entity. It's not a registered office. It's a residential property belonging to a relative, and there's no statutory recordings that were found at the interest. Now, at the heart of this entire controversy is the original case that was basically registered by the Enforcement Directorate, that is also again based on an FIR registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation. And Riyanka, here you have Anil Ambani-led Reliance Group, which is basically being probed by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with its the money laundering case in a 17,000 crore bank loan fraud case. And it is not limited to just one bank. Multiple banks, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda are some of the lenders that the Enforcement Directorate had also written to basically get details of the loans that was granted. In fact, the ED over the last few months has actually written to almost 20 private and public sector banks seeking details of the loans that have been given to Reliance Group of companies. And they have sought by the agency, including the credit assessment that was conducted by these banks before these loans were given. And the companies that have come under the scanner are primarily Reliance Home Finance Limited and Reliance Commercial Finance Limited. These are the two companies, and ED suspects that these two companies were being used to divert the loans that were being received from the banks, and they were being diverted to Reliance Infrastructure and Reliance Power. And they believe that this was being done in a shady manner to unearth, and they had basically unearthed money laundering through these two group entities. And that is where you've had some of the senior-most officials who have been questioned, starting from the Chief Financial Officer of the Reliance Group, that's Amitabh Jhunjhunwala. He's a former close aide of Anil Ambani. He has already been questioned. Satish Seth happens to be the other confidant of Anil Ambani, who has been questioned so far by the Enforcement Directorate. But yet another big arrest being made in the Anil Ambani case.
That's right. Shravan, appreciate you joining us and giving us those very, very crucial details and background of this story. As Shravan was rightly mentioning, there were multiple undisclosed bank accounts that were detected with suspicious transactions of crores of rupees being found in those bank accounts. In fact, suspicious financial transaction with multiple companies were also being traced. Let me also go across to Pranav, who is still with us. Pranav, when it comes to this crackdown by the ED, and Shravan was speaking, it was in fact the second big arrest in this particular case. What do we, think that lies ahead for these two individuals?
Well, as far as these two individuals are concerned, I think we need to wait and watch. We need to keep a track of the larger developments surrounding the companies that have, of the Anil Ambani group, because there has been a series of flaws or series of, flags, so to say, red flags, so to say, that have been raised by regulators. So we need to definitely just wait and watch as to how it impacts the promoters, that is the Anil Ambani group, and the investors. So it's, as of now, it looks like a wait and watch from the point of view of investors as well as those who are interested parties in the companies.
That's right. Pranav, stay on with us as we address some more